Hey y'all!
Howdy!
Welcome back to our channel. So today, we are making donuts. Donut holes for him.
Oh lord.
And donut, like, rings, I guess,
Well,
for
like
me.
donut, I would say.
Well, yeah. This is part of, like, a segment we thought up of, because we've seen other people do it. We wanted to give it a shot. We both are not the best cooks in the world, but we decided, okay, well, maybe if we fail, y'all will get a kick out of it. If we succeed, highly unlikely. or that.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, so today we're making donuts. We're going to try and call this Cooking with Sean and Lex. So hopefully we have another segment coming out too shortly. So stay tuned for that. But I'll try to make a playlist of all of our Cooking and Lex. Cooking and Lex. How conceited of me. Cooking with Sean and Lex. I know. Ingredients for anyone out there who either wants to follow along if you have the stuff, or if you would like to make these yourselves at home. We have biscuits, the original.
From Pillsbury, I would say Phillips. Pillsbury, usually the bigger size can is always the better one.
The original kind too. Be careful of the flaky kind because the flaky kind tends to not be able to stay like together.
And vegetable oil does not like flaky bread.
Right.
Does not.
And speaking of vegetable oil, that's another ingredient.
And obviously a pot. And we personally, I have a candy thermometer that can handle like a very, very high temperature. But you can use just about any thermometer that can sit, like has one of the little stands that can sit there, because you don't want to use like a meat thermometer because you have to keep putting it in over and over again, and it's not designed for that. It's meant for meat.
If you don't have a thermometer, you can still make these.
And then also just your plain white sugar, just plain white sugar, and then ground cinnamon. Usually when I mix these up, I usually use 2 brown bags. The reason behind that is because when you have vegetable oil, it will eat through the bag pretty much and soak through the bag. So if you have 2, it doesn't go on the outside, so it doesn't get to you. And 2, whenever you're making this mixture, I usually do 3/4 of the mixture, where however much you want is the sugar, and then 1/4 is cinnamon, because you don't want too much of that, or else it gets really like spicy and has that weird kick to it. But if you keep it at a nice quarter, it complements the sugar instead of overpowers it. Okay, so here, do you want to get this going while I make this? So what I'm going to be doing is making the cinnamon sugar mixture that we use. But you can, if you want to be fancy, you can make a glaze. That's another option, like the white glaze and fancy Krispy Kreme. Sponsored, not sponsored.
And also, just for y'all at home, I'll try to insert a clip of it, probably like somewhere here. But we have a pan over here with our vegetable oil already in it. The stove is already on. It's preheating currently. So that's where our pan is. But I'll insert a clip here of us taking, like, you'll see it in the clip. Okay, so this is the pan with the vegetable oil in it. And that's the little thermometer we were talking about. And actually right now, it's just about ready.
It's actually
like
ready.
Past ready.
It is
Yeah.
ready, yeah.
Because it's supposed to be like 350. So yeah, that's the vegetable oil. That's the pot, and then we also have a plate here with the paper towels. And they're gonna come from the pot to the bag with the sugar and cinnamon mix. You can't really see it that well, but you kind of can.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
they're gonna go there.
Usually my family, the way we do it is we'll cover the bottom of the bag with the cinnamon, with just the sugar, because that's a good mixture. Because at least the way we do it, but you guys may have a different way of doing it. We basically take them out of the grease, out of the vegetable oil, with a special little tool. But you don't have to have this. It's just basically a ladle that has a flat surface. And pretty much what this does is we take them out of the oil and immediately put it in the bag, and then we twist it and shake it to get it covered. It's just sugar, it ain't gonna kill you.
I know, but it's like.
But yeah, that's how we do it. I've seen other people just put them on a plate with the stuff on it. That's fine too. Just whatever method works best for y'all. That's the most important part. And we did wash our hands also, so that is another thing. So don't worry about that. But usually I usually use measuring cups, but for this method I usually do not, because I can tell how much is good. But first, I usually twist the bag and give it a good shake. Just get it to mix up real good. Usually takes a second or two. That's the unfortunate part.
I see clouds of dust.
Well, guess what? It's sugar and cinnamon, so it ain't gonna kill you.
I don't know. Can you tell how much we love each other?
Yeah, you can tell. We very differing opinions on a lot of things.
We have differing opinions on almost everything.
So.
Oh, that's my job.
What are you? No. Okay, she lost her privileges there.
What? Oh, I forgot. No, I forgot. No, let me do it. Let me see. You never let me help. Oh.
You never let me help. That's not how you do it. Really?
How do you do this again? Wait,
Really?
I know this.
There you go. Finally. Lord.
I may or may not have just pinched my skin. It's okay. So now we have opened our biscuits.
You can also use the frozen kind, but if so, let them thaw out first.
Mm-hmm.
What? Just throw them on there. You don't kill nothing.
Oh, alright.
Or just, and open the thing. Just open it up more. Or you can do it that way too. That's fine. It's not going to kill you. Lord.
I just don't want to, like, mess it up. So we're going to go ahead and cut out. Typically, he has a little puncher that he'll
Like a little
use.
cookie cutter, pretty much.
Yeah, but he can't find it, so we're just going to cut out the holes ourselves. I just missed. Oh, shoot.
Yeah, as she almost kills me, and if we had crew members, they'd be dead too at this point.
That sounds like a woodpecker.
Thank you for sharing. I love your input.
Wow, I am not coordinated. This looks like a teardrop. I'm about to chop my hand off.
This is why we said she's not allowed to have sharp objects.
Could you imagine going to the doctor and they'd be like, how'd you hurt your hand? Well, I was cutting with a butter knife and, oh, you chopped your hand off with a butter knife?
It is almost time for Lexi to become a grade A cameraman. We also found out today that she's not good with knives. That's what we've learned today.
Oh, crap.
This last one, I'm gonna do what my brother used to love. He used to love, it was like donut strips pretty much. So we would basically cut it into fours and fry those.
Like funnel cake straws?
Well, they're like sticks, like little caterpillars kind of thing.
This looks like what a dog, like a chihuahua, would poop out if it had like...
Why are you talking about poop when it comes to food? Why? Why?
It reminds me of...
You
What
know what?
would
We don't need that.
happen?
We don't need that. We're talking about creating food, not crap.
I'm just saying what it looks like.
God. Okay.
So basically...
That aside. Alright. Queen over there. Queen Bee. Chill out.
Don't call me Queen Bee. Then people will come for us in the comments like there's only one queen. Okay. Lexi behind the camera here, so y'all get an up close and personal look of what it looks like when we're cooking them. But these are our final products. We have, I promise the lighting in here probably makes it look dingy, but I promise it is not. They look nice. But yeah, these are the finished products. We have the donuts and the donut strips, some of the donut holes. Sean has a couple in his hand right there. So we're gonna come over here. And as you saw in this last clip earlier, we still have the thermometer going. It went up a little bit, but hopefully it'll be good.
Alright, you ready?
Yep. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's do this. First donut hole going in the fryer. Second donut hole going in the fryer.
Really?
Third.
Commenting? Alright, since it's at a higher temperature, what we always recommend is just to keep them moving so they don't get too cooked on one side. So as long as they're moving, they don't sit for a while. So...
Getting that brown. They look like eggs. Especially that one right there. Y'all can't, there's my finger, that one right there.
But we're supposed to get to like a golden brown. Some people like it. My mom specifically loves it when it's like a darker brown, closer to like a, not burnt necessarily, but she likes them as a darker color. Because these things actually do not take long to make once you get them going. They take maybe a few minutes. because the oil is very good at cooking these things. And plus we're dropping in temperature now, so that's good. We're getting back to that 350 number, which is fantastic. Usually what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to let them sit for a few seconds, then flip them. But since it was at such a higher temperature, we had to keep them moving so they don't burn on one side.
Looking like some huevos.
Lord have mercy. Come on, you little one. Come on. Get away from the thermometer, you little turd. There.
Or you little huevo.
You want them to look like a golden brown, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And then since we have the special little ladle, we can scoop them up. I usually let them sit there for a second to get some of the excess grease off of them. And then we dump them into the bag. Ready? Follow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then what we'll do, really, is twist them so they get nice and close. Shake them for a little bit. Get a nice coating on them.
Yeah, we have the finished product now coming out of the bag. Look at that.
Okay, or we can have a close-up of me, because that's a thing. But yeah, that's it.
Looking all cute and stuff. So now we have the donuts going in.
It's now closer to the right temperature, and I've never cooked with one of these before, so we'll see how this works.
It works like normal. You just
It's a little bit bigger.
You just let it cook on one side and then you flip it. Look at that. Y'all see that browning on the inside a little bit? And kind of like on the edges.
There we go.
Smelling like victory.
Smelling like victory.
Mm-hmm. Once they cool down, we are going to come back to you all with a taste.
There you go.
Cinnamon sugar donut.
A little bit did not get me. There we go.
Alright, so now let's go on ahead and put in some donut strips.
This one you can do all four. You don't want them, also when you're putting them in there, you don't want them to touch because they will cook together. Get them as close to the oil as possible so they do not sink to the bottom and stick to the bottom of the pan, because that does happen, especially when it's at the higher temperatures.
Okay, so now we've only made one donut, but we still have all of these left to make, so stay tuned, bear with us. But yeah, so far this is the finished product. We have the donut here that we made, and the donut holes, as well as the donut strips, or I guess like donut logs, maybe that could work.
I think strips is a better
They
option.
don't look like strips.
Yes, they do.
They look like logs. They look like strips when you cut them, but not cooked. Strips are thin.
I don't know if I want to eat a donut log though.
Well, it looks like a log.
That doesn't sound appealing.
I mean, hey.
There's
It looks
so
like a
many
duck
foods
and
named
quacks like a
log.
duck. Now we have the finished product. So this is the plate that y'all watched us make. And you see it looks pretty nice, pretty elegant.
Mm-hmm.
Our second plate of donuts, it's not that it came out, well these look a little bit like slightly overcooked, but it's okay. Like they're a little bit browner just because the temperature was ranging. But apparently when you cook a lot of them like together, it starts like to clump and stuff.
The cinnamon sugar starts to get hardened, and it starts to have a layer on top that's hardened.
I swear I groom you in every video. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yes, Mama 8. Lord. So yes, if you cook with cinnamon sugar, especially when you're putting something hot and greasy in there, over time there's like a specific layer that as you cook, it clumps up more and more. So it kind of creates this weird little like top layer where they all start to harden. And can you not?
I also don't recommend playing with people's hair.
No.
Well, it's not playing.
While they're
I was,
talking.
I was fixing. No, I'm not talking about that. I can play with your hair while you're talking. Come on now. You play with mine when I'm talking. It's fixing. We're grooming each other.
Is that what that
It's
is?
couple love.
Uh-huh.
Because we love each other.
Is that for you in the future?
So basically, yeah, I don't recommend playing with each other's hair. but
Especially not over food.
yeah. Your hair is clean, my hair is clean.
My drink of choice always is milk. I love that because they taste
I have a
amazing.
drink of choice.
Oh my god. So yeah, my drink of choice is, of course, milk.
And I have water. And if I don't want water, tea.
She loves her tea.
I love tea.
Okay,
Oh, Lord.
so let's go ahead and taste them real quick. So go ahead and pick up which one you want because I know the one I always want is the one that she wants to pick. So I'm gonna let her go first.
I'm actually going to try a donut log.
Okay, good, because I was gonna try doing a whole So I haven't actually made these in a while, so we'll see how well these turned out. But all right, ready?
Uh-huh.
Jinx.
Oh, cheers.
Not as warm as I'm used to, but
Oh. Even though it was seconds for you guys, it was like, how long did it take?
like 30 minutes.
Right. It took us like half an hour to get everything cooked. Because we were working with a small pan. I know so. So, yeah.
Overall, I consider this a success.
It's definitely a success. I could always heat these up. Not a big issue. What we should try is a warm donut. How do you like it?
Oh, definitely crispy.
Is it?
Go ahead. Sorry, y'all. My lips are covered in cinnamon sugar. And probably my mustache and beard.
I like it.
It's definitely more of a crispy donut.
Yeah, that one is definitely crispy. But these
That puts the crispy in Krispy Kreme.
Lord.
But yeah, I consider this a success.
Yeah.
I think so. It was a good idea. But that's pretty much it for us today.
So yeah, that was everything. They turned out well. Would you say it was good?
Yeah, it was a success. It was a learning experience.
1 out of 10. 10 being I am completely in love and think that I could not have done it better. And 1 being like we should just not even post this.
I'd probably say a 9.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I'd say 7. Cause I feel like we could do better. I think these are more 9 material. I think these are more 7-ish.
Okay.
They still taste good. They just look horrific.
Why don't you take an average and do 8? But okay.
Oh yeah. So in general, altogether, overall, an 8.
So that's it for us today, y'all. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, of course.
Thank you, as always, for watching.
Of course, and I guess we'll see y'all later.
Yeah, we will see y'all in the next video. Stay tuned. We post every Thursday and Friday.
Yep.
We try to post around 3 p.m. It doesn't always work out that way, but we do at least get a video up Thursdays and Fridays. So stay tuned, and thank y'all to everyone who has been subscribing and showing us love. Without further ado, I guess. Bye. Until the next video. See y'all later. Adieu. Adieu. No, that's not the right song.
So she's done.
That's not the right song. Bye, y'all.